This is a video on how to solve this problem. This is a law of cosines problem. It's specifically side angle side. Here's how you can tell that. You just draw any triangle to start off. I drew my triangle over here. And I'm going to label it with A, B, and C. And then and I also label it with these lowercase letters here. Remember, C should be opposite C, A should be opposite A, and B should be opposite B. This is why I tell you to distinguish between the upper and lowercase letters. Then they tell us that C is 118, lowercase c, that A is 176 yards, it's lowercase a, and that angle beta is 23 degrees. When they're talking about angle beta, that's this weird thing right here, is a lowercase beta, might be uppercase, I'm not even sure, is Greek. Assume that angle alpha is opposite A, angle beta. All they're saying is that these are alpha, beta, and gamma, those angles. That's all they're saying. And they tell us that angle beta is 23 degrees. So I'll put this as 23 degrees. And then we'll apply the law of cosines. We want to find the length of side B. So I'm going to apply the law of cosines as such. B squared equals, and if you don't know where this formula is coming from, look up the law of cosines and or use the handout that I gave everybody, which has the different formulas for the law of cosines. They're all the same formula, just expressed in different ways. But let's do it like this. B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times the cosine of B. Now in this case, B would be angle beta, 23 degrees. So let's just plug this all in. Once you have this, all you're doing is plugging in. It's literally just plugging in. A is 176. C is 118. Minus 2A again is 176. B again is 118. And cosine of B, angle B, or beta, is 23 degrees. Now I'm going to get a calculator, and I'm going to plug all this nonsense in. I'm going to square 176, square 118, multiply all this stuff together, add and subtract it. But I recommend just putting it all in the calculator at once because that will prevent you from making errors. You just look at it and make sure that it looks exactly the same in the calculator as it does as I've written it down right here. 176 times 118. It takes a while to plug this in, but just have some patience. It's just a bunch of formulas put together. And I got 6,665.9. So that's B squared. B squared is 6,665.910407. I don't need all those decimals because what I'm going to do is I'm going to square root the result. I want to make sure I square root the result. That's the only reason I'm keeping all these decimals is because I want to eventually square root it, and I don't want everything to get messed up. So I try not to round until the very end. So I square root both sides, and I get B equals 81.65. It doesn't tell you exactly what to round to, but I'm going to say 81.65 should be good enough right there. And that would be our answer, 81.65. Because they asked us to find B, and we found B, 81.65. Again, these problems are just plug and chug. Don't forget the square root at the end.